He started in a small town in Texas. Worked his ass off to become one of the most famous wrestlers of all time.
We're gonna take care of business tonight, and that's the bottom line.
And now he's dominating the world of on-demand audio. And he's doing it for the working man.
This is a damn good outlet for me to spew the bullshit off my brain.
Yeah! This is the Steve Austin Show. Unleashed.
All right, everybody, welcome to Steve Austin Show. Live coming to you from the mean streets of the Broken Skull Ranch. Actually, we ain't got no streets out here. It's all dirt roads.
But it is mean.
Goddamn, it is mean because everything out here will cut you, stick you, hurt you. Rattlesnakes will bite you. Bugs will bite you. If anything can hurt you, it lives out here at the Broken Skull Ranch. And I tell you what, something hurt me last night. Hurt my goddamn olfactory senses, my nose, my sense of smell. I just come in from deer hunting, just got finished just kind of taking pictures of deer, sitting in a deer stand, watching the sun go down, kind of getting my chill on, relaxing. Took a lap around the perimeter of my Kawasaki Mule Pro FXT, and I come back, and my illustrious wife, Kristen, bought me a badass bottle of whiskey called Blanton. I was on about my second drink, starting to go into relax mode. And all of a sudden, Kristen says, "Where's Hershey?"
Well, no, before that, I was looking around because I smelled something strange, and I said, "Are you smoking dope?"
Anyway, I'm thinking, why in the fuck do you think I'm smoking dope?
Because it was a very strange smell, and so then I thought, where's Hershey at? So then I went outside, looked for Hershey, and there she was. And then all of a sudden, this horrific smell started permeating from the floor underneath the house. And that's when you came in.
And man, I tell you what, I walked in, and it was starting to smell kind of putrid. You know how you smell a skunk when it's about 50 or 100 yards off? You got a distinct smell, but, it's not that offensive because you just know that it's a skunk. And
right.
You're not in the danger zone because it hasn't sprayed. They just have that natural odor. And the odor comes from the odor that they spray up to 15 feet comes from their anal glands. And turns out we have a skunk living underneath our front porch out here on our triple wide at the Broken Skull Ranch. Hershey was out there fiddle fucking around. Must have been under there smelling right there where the porch is and the trellis and a mesh wire fence we got. And that skunk must have zapped her right in the face. So anyway, my wife asked me, she goes, "Are you smoking dope?" I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about smoking dope?" Because you hear all the stories about skunk weed. So she figured I was out in the front porch, kayfabe, and I was smoking a goddamn joint.
I thought,
I'll even smoke dope.
I know, but I thought maybe you're trying to hide something from me.
God damn. So anyway, Krista says, "Hershey got sprayed by a skunk." I said, "Oh, bullshit. She didn't get sprayed by a skunk." But it kind of smelled. I mean, it was really starting to get strong in. And I figured, well, ain't no way she got sprayed by a skunk. We've owned this ranch for 9 years, and I've probably only seen a total of 1 to 2 skunks. I've seen some badgers, a couple, things that you just never see.
But they're nocturnal, so you wouldn't normally see them unless you're out at night.
Yeah, because my wife researched all about the skunks. So anyway, I'm figuring, oh, well, fuck, she ain't get smelled, so I just automatically bent down and just stuck my head right between her shoulder blades and took a big whiff. That big whiff determined it. Yeah, she just got sprayed by a skunk, and my nose and my mouth just started watering. I smelled like shit.
It was horrible.
It was horrible because you got to understand, when a skunk sprays you, if it's coming out of its anal glands, it's just a putrid smell. And I was like, God damn.
Well, and Mula was frothing at the mouth just smelling it. I saw her, like, foam coming out of her mouth.
And I'm sitting there thinking, holy fuck, man, I'm just in my second drink. I'm starting to get kind of relaxed, and now we got a dog that smells like a skunk's ass, and it wasn't good. And it was so strong and putrid.
And, of course, she wanted to come in the house.
It almost was like, I meant to just go back to the Vietnam days. I can only imagine what napalm felt like, or some of the chemicals that they dropped back in the day, because my eyes were watering. It just reeked in here, and I'm thinking, what the fuck we going to do?
It was toxic.
Because you always hear about all the home remedies that you're supposed to do. Wash it with ketchup, tomato juice, baking soda. What's
peroxide?
Peroxide. Coca-Cola, someone sent me on Twitter, vinegar, all these different mixes. And I'm sitting there thinking, tomato sauce is the one that I heard about the most. So I said, Kristen, round up all the tomato sauce we got in the house. Well, guess what? We ain't got no tomato sauce in the house, but we got Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix, a brand new bottle of ketchup, some peroxide, and something else.
I had dog shampoo.
Dog shampoo. So
Oh, and I had lavender essential oil as well.
lavender essential oil was the last thing we used. So, hell, I started popping the top on the Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix, and Kristen started rubbing it on.
Way before that.
Well, before that, it says you might want to put gloves on before you wash your dog because the smell is going to come onto you. Makes sense, doesn't it? So I said, well, fuck, we need rubber gloves. We used to have some rubber gloves out at our cleaning station where we cleaned deer, but they were all dry rotted. We threw those things away years ago. We don't use no rubber gloves out here at the Broken Skull Ranch. So I said, I got an idea. Kristen, go get some of those 1 gallon Ziploc bags and we'll put them on my hands and zip them closed. So Kristen goes in the house, brings out the 2 1 gallon bags. I put my hands in them like a surgeon and she zips them closed. So then she starts pouring the Zing Zang Bloody Mary mix on Hershey's back and I'm rubbing it in, rinsing it in, washing her as good as I could.
At 9:30 at night.
I've given
outside.
Hershey the Wonder Dog a million baths, but I always just put the shampoo on her and damn near just spray her off. This was a real fucking bath.
It was a real effort.
So then after I got through coating her with Bloody Mary mix, a whole bottle, I popped the top on a brand new bottle of Heinz ketchup, and Kristen started pouring that all over it. I'm rubbing it in like a motherfucker.
Poor Hershey.
And then she goes for the peroxide. We got a triple whammy. And I'm thinking, well, we got Bloody Mary mix ketchup. And I said, let's go get a bottle of vodka. Just pour that shit on her, too, and I'll lick her clean. Get a good buzz in the process. And Hershey, the Wonder Dog, she just kind of sitting there because she knows she's fucked.
Yeah.
At first, she didn't want to come over to the washing station because she don't like to. She likes to get in the swimming pool when she wants to.
Well, and who wants a bath at 9:30 at night?
I know. And who wants to give it a bath to a dog that's got sprayed by a skunk at 9:30 at night when you just got your second drink on? So finally, we're sitting there. I'm thinking, God damn it, we need some more towels. So I'm going to go in the house. Kristen's still pouring the water on Hershey. And I go to get in the house, and the goddamn screen door's locked. It's not like a screen door. It's like one of those clear glass doors that goes before your regular door.
And it's old.
And it's old. I think, motherfucker. I said, I can't believe this. I got some pretty goddamn strong mitts on me, and I couldn't open the fucking glass screen door to get in and go
Well,
get
you
some
had
more
those bags
towels.
on your hand.
So, yeah, I still had the fucking gallon Ziploc bags on my hands. So I said, well, fuck. I'll walk around to the other side of the house and go to the barn because what were we looking for? A flashlight or some more towels? So anyway, yeah.
Well, you wanted to get in the house to get more towels, but you couldn't, so you had to go to the barn to get the flashlight to see if you could find the spare keys for us to get in the house.
Yeah, so I walked out to the barn, and there's my blue flashlight, and I turned it, and, of course, the batteries were dead. So then I scrap around, and finally found a goddamn flashlight, and I turned it on, and it was about as bright as a Bic lighter. I'm walking around. It's about 60 yards from the house to the barn, and I'm thinking, I'm fixing to step on a goddamn rattlesnake.
And you had flip-flops on.
Wearing my fucking flip-flops, trying to wash my dog with ketchup, Bloody Mary, mixing peroxide, because just got sprayed by a skunk. And so I go to come back in the pavilion door, which is the door to the entertainment area. But when I had come in from hunting, I was on automatic cruise control, and I had locked it. And I said, motherfucker, I'm locked out of the glass door in the front. I'm locked out of the back. So I go to my 2 secret hiding places where I keep my 2 extra keys. I'm digging. And, of course, I can't find my 2 spare keys. So I walk back around the side of the house in the dark with my gallon Ziploc bags on my hands with this little bitty flashlight that ain't even shining worth a fuck. And I told Kristen, I said, we locked out this motherfucker. By that time, she had already got Hershey all slickered down.
And I didn't have bags on my hands.
And she didn't have bags on her hands. And I said, well, we're fucked. And she goes, well, I'm going to go get in the front door. And she had a look of determination. And all of a sudden, she goes, I'm in. And I said, God damn. Like I said, I got a pretty good grip strength on me. Kristen turned into that full G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip and gripped that thing and pushed that button and almost ripped the door off the hinges.
I was ready to rip the door off.
It was one of the greatest feats of strength I've ever seen. And it happened from my wife. God damn, you got a strong ass right hand. So finally she goes, Kristen, You had brought the smallest fucking towel out that you could dry a dog off
Well,
with.
I didn't bring I was just bringing those to wipe her face off. Those were hand towels.
God damn, her nose was her nose was bleeding because that skunk had kind of fucked her nose up. I guess it was so sensitive.
Yeah.
Her nose swole up. Her eyes weren't water. Didn't really get in her eyes. And so then we brought her inside and washed her muzzle off. And it was the biggest goddamn clusterfuck.
Yeah.
She smells pretty good for right now. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
but
get up on her, you can smell her.
No, if you try to give her a kiss on her face, you can smell it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
And I tried to wash her collar today, and her collar smells like skunk.
Yeah.
But Ted Fowler, at 361 Ted Fowler, whatever he is bringing some special soap down just for Hershey.
Well, here's the thing. My brother-in-law, Mitch, up there in Nevada,
jeez.
he's the damn
My
hunting
brother.
guy, mountain man, trapper. I'm going to call him when we get off this podcast, and I'm going to ask him how to trap his motherfucking skunk. Because this skunk, and it's been there for a while.
Yeah.
I've smelled it before,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was ever going to spray the dogs. But that son of a bitch has got to go.
I
And so-
agree.
And this is the one time my wife will let me shoot rattlesnakes and scorpions, and that's about all she'll let me shoot out here if she's around me. No deer, no pigs, no javelinas, nothing.
Flies.
Flies with my bugger salt gun. But she said, Steve, whatever you want to do, you can do to get rid of that skunk. So that skunk, you just pissed my wife off. Here's the thing. You had the damn life of Riley. You was living up underneath my porch. You ain't paying no rent, ain't charging you no rent, but then you make it personal when you squirt Hershey the Wonder Dog in her face with your smelly ass. So, Mr. Skunk, I am coming after you, whether it's going to be a cage, there's got to be a cage trap, because if I snare that sumbitch,
Oh, no, we wouldn't do that.
oh, we wouldn't?
No, I
I
don't.
thought you didn't give a rat's ass about this skunk.
Yeah, but snaring is cruel.
I mean, I'm talking about one of those ones that claps together, not a snare to go around his neck.
Oh. Well, I don't know.
We got to do something. But
I
then,
think
of course, then
relocation.
my brother-in-law calls and he says, whatever you do, don't shoot it with a shotgun. God damn it, Mitch. Do you think I'm so fucking stupid that I'm going to get my 12 gauge that I try to shoot these woodpeckers with or make them have accidents and fly into a tree when they're pecking on the side of my house? Mitch, do you think I'm so goddamn stupid that I'm just going to get a 12 gauge shotgun and start blasting underneath of my triple wide, blowing underneath all my goddamn wiring, my plumbing and shit like that? How fucking stupid do you think I am?
Well, because that's what Ted said he was going to do.
Ted's going to tell a story. He was on his way over here this morning. He was at the gas station. He had 3 dogs loaded up in his pickup truck getting gas, and he looks underneath his truck, and there's water dripping out of his motor. His fucking water pump went out. He has been chomping at the bit to get down here at the Broken Skull Ranch because he's going to spend 6 weeks out here. He's put all his work aside. This is his vacation. This is his zen time, his deer season at the Broken Skull Ranch. And he had to go back to his mechanic's shop who had just put in a brand new radiator. And if you're going to swap out a radiator on a vehicle with 100,000 miles, it only stands to reason that just as a precautionary measure, you ought to swap out the water pump. But they didn't do that. And his water pump was out. And now it's 10 minutes after 2 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, and Ted Fowler 361 is blazing down here. His mechanic ordered the part, and he should be rolling through the Broken Skull Ranch gate here pretty quick. God damn it, Kristen. Are you going to go sit in a deer stand tonight?
No, I'm cooking fajitas tonight.
So we got fajitas tonight, and we're
Yep.
going to do a bowl of chili.
Tomorrow's chili, or Frito pie, whatever you call it. And then hamburgers and tamales.
How many dozen tamales they bring? Because originally I said 6 dozen. You said 3.
I said just bring 2 or 3 dozen.
So how many they bring?
Maybe 4 dozen?
Hopefully. 'Cause, I mean, 2 dozen. 2 dozen going to be mine. You ain't going to eat them. And so you're going to have about 5 other people splitting 24. Hey, man, I want to tell everybody happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a good one. Hope your families can make it down together. If you're traveling, stay safe on the road. Kristen, happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you helping with the open.
All right, well, I'm off to making my pico.
Hasta la vista, baby. Hey, here's a setup. A couple years ago, I was down in Mexico filming one of the first seasons of Redneck Island for CMT. And I didn't have no internet out there. I needed some material. A fly landed on my microphone, and I said, man, I'll make this into a story where I start talking to the fly. Anyway, I think most of you people know the setup. I'm playing this because it's one of my favorite podcasts that I've done of all time, and because of all the requests that I've gotten through questions at steveaustonshow.com. But before we get into the special encore presentation of Steve Austin versus Mr. Fly, which went down in 2012 in Mexico, I got to take care of one more sponsor who also happens to be a close personal friend of mine, Diamond Dallas Page, and DDPY. Dallas has changed thousands of lives with his DDPY program, and I don't mean just the pro wrestlers who love it like Jake the Snake, RVD, Kane, and Mick Foley. I mean all the people all over the globe who just want to live a healthier life. And DDPY can do the same for you. And since it's the holidays and tomorrow is Black Friday, the biggest shopping day of the year, DDP is doing the biggest sale ever on DDPY. You can get 25% off all DDPY swag, T-shirts, hats, mats, heart monitors, and even autographs. And, of course, you can get 25% off the DDPY program itself and the app, which means you can do DDPY right from your phone or tablet. So if you've been thinking about taking control of your own health and fitness going into the new year, now's the time to do it. Take advantage of the 25% off deal at ddpyoga.com/Austin. That's ddpyoga.com/Austin. It's DDPY's biggest sale ever. So big that Dallas managed to convince Jake the Snake to shoot a Black Friday video in honor of this sale. They hoisted Jake up in the air in front of a green screen, and if you want to see the final result, head to ddpyoga.com/Austin now. And hey, I forgot to tell you one other thing. When you buy the DDPY DVDs for 25% off, you'll also get 3 free months of the DDPY app. And the app has a lot more than just the workouts on it. By connecting to a Bluetooth heart rate monitor, you can track your calories and heart rate in real time. You can track your pain, measurements, and progress photos too, all for free in the app. So take advantage of the biggest DDPY sale ever. Get 25% off all DDPY merch, from the DDPY DVDs to the app to the swag. Just go to ddpyoga.com/Austin. That's ddpyoga.com/Austin. Commit now. Change your life now. Go to ddpyoga.com/Austin to get started.
It's Thanksgiving week in America, and to show you how thankful we are that you listen to this show every week, Podcast One wants to give you 2 free months of exclusive access to Podcast One premium content, where you get thousands of shows from the likes of Adam Carolla, Shaq, Steve Austin, Brandy Glanville, Dan Patrick, and so many more. To get your 2 free months of premium, go to podcastone.com now, enter your email address, and we'll take care of the rest. Steve Austin Unleashed.
I want to tell you a damn little story. Something happened to me a while ago in the lobby. Right after I worked out, I'd taken my laptop with me, stopped by the lobby to see, God damn it, if there was a chance, there was the internet. Yes, there was internet. So I got online, started checking the email, the questions you guys sent me. And I'm sitting there minding my own business, and there's a couple other cats in there, and a motherfucking fly comes and lands on my ear, and I shoo that motherfucker off, and he comes back and lands on my ear again. I'm waving my hands over my head. I look like a fucking idiot over here. And then that somebody lands right on almost the inside outside of my nostril, and I damn near punched myself in the fucking nose. And I started thinking about flies, and I said, man, these little irritating motherfuckers, I'm going to do some research on them. So I pulled up flies. And then I got on a page that says fly information. So check it out. I'm going to give you a long story short of the fly. You know, the motherfuckers that always bother you. It's typically a house fly. It's the phylum is Arthropoda. The class is Insecta. The order is Diptera. Here's the identifying features of a fly. The appearance and parentheses morphology. A fly's got 3 body parts. A head, thorax, and an abdomen. We probably all knew that. If you don't, you do now. They got 1 pair of fully developed wings. The hind wings are reduced to halters. They're small, knob-like structures, and they're used to maintain equilibrium. That's how those motherfuckers got the good balance. The adult mouth parts are sponging, lapping, or piercing. That's why some of those motherfuckers can bite you and eat all your shit that you got on your fucking plate. All adults look like flies, but some may have a metallic color, like a blue bottle fly. Yeah, you seen them blue fucking flies just like I have. They're big a pain in the ass as the ugly ones. They're all ugly. These motherfuckers just got a shiny blue paint job. The antenna may be difficult to see. This is under the adult males and females. Okay, now the males and females are hard to distinguish. The females are usually larger and can extend the tip of the abdomen to form an ovipositor, which is used to lay eggs. Yep, that old ovipositor which lays eggs. Sometimes males have enlarged eyes which meet on the top of the head. Well, ain't that a motherfucker? I wonder if that means that they can see better. Okay, now the immatures, the different stages. Flies are holometabolists. Therefore, they have 4 distinct morphological stages. The egg, the larva, which is basically the maggot, the fucking dreaded maggot. You know, when you leave something around too long, the maggots get in there. And here's a little side note. How do the fucking maggots get in there? Because recently, down to the Broken Skull Ranch, we had a massive electrical storm. Power was out. Fowler goes down to check on the ranch. He finds out that the power's out. Man, I had deer sausage in the freezer. I had backstrap in the freezer. I had all my stuff in the freezer. The power had been down for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And goddamn, Fowler opened the damn freezer. We've been there before. All of you have probably. Maggots like a motherfucker. Well, here's the question. If my freezer's closed, if the seal is sealed, you know how a refrigerator goddamn opens. How did the maggots get in there? Because I know no flies just kind of chisel in through that little fucking rubber sealer. How did the maggots get in the motherfucker? That's a goddamn mystery. I want to put a goddamn private detective to find out how the maggots got in my meat in my freezer without any forcible entry. Because these motherfuckers are geniuses. It don't make sense to me. Because there wasn't no motherfucking maggots. There wasn't no flies. I mean, because if there was flies before the power got cut off, they would have froze to death. So anyway, back onto the fucking story here. But, the maggot thing sent me off because the motherfuckers bothered me so much. Then you have the pupa and the adult. After hatching from the egg, the larvae molt twice as they grow. The molting of maggots is difficult to see. Well, fancy that. Larvae are maggots with a legless, soft body except for the dark mouth hooks. Oh, goddamn. Those dark mouth hooks. That's ugly as a motherfucker. Pupae are dark and look like a small barrel. Now, the natural history of the fly. Food. Larvae feed on decaying meat and feces. Adult flies feed on sugary food of any kind, including nectar and rotting fruit. The habitat. Flies live in garbage and wherever animal feces are available. Bingo! Dead animals attract flies within hours after death. Most flies are diurnal. I don't even know what diurnal is, and I'm not going to look this thing up because I'm giving you this 411 on the fly. Predators. The predators of the fly are the many birds, bats, spiders, and insects such as dragonflies eat the adults. Predatory and parasitic insects eat the larvae. Here's some interesting behaviors of the fly. The eyes of flies are among the most complex in the insect world. They are compound eyes with many individual facets, each representing a separate light-detecting unit. How many of you motherfuckers knew that? The light reflected from the eye of a horsefly can form a rainbow. Oh, can you imagine that? Sitting there with your girlfriend. Oh, honey, look at the beautiful rainbow off the fucking horsefly's eye. Well, I'm not buying that shit, but if they say so, I'm on the computer, so it's got to be true. Now check this one out. This is badass shit here. Flies taste, smell, and feel with the hairs that cover their bodies. The hairs on the fly's mouth parts and feet are used for tasting. These motherfuckers can taste shit that they're walking on. If they walk onto something tasty, they put down their mouth and taste it again. Well, I'll be a son of a bitch. They can just walk on something. Like I had some fried chicken right before I came down here, and a motherfucking fly landed on my fried chicken. So, first of all, when I think that a fly is on my fucking chicken, I'm just thinking he's walking on it. He's got these dirty little fucking feet, and he's getting germs on my food. I didn't know that he was tasting it. Shit. Flies use other hairs to tell them when they touch something. These hairs bend when touched. The eyes of a fly do not have eyelids, so flies rub their eyes with their feet to keep them clean. Now, see, I never knew that. I never knew that. The fucking eyes of a fly don't have eyelids, so they don't blink. Ain't like you and me, blink and we rub our eyes, motherfucker, something wrong with them. They're just trying to clean their shit off. Maybe they got like a little bitty invisible wiper in their paw. Or is it a paw? Or would it be a toe or a hand or their foot? Maybe it's got like a little bitty lens cleaner gimmick on their fucking thing that they keep in a pocket or something. Here's one for you. A fly cleans itself constantly. Oh, really? A fly cleans itself constantly. Those dirty motherfuckers, to me, they ain't nothing but one big-ass germ. Now, I never weighed a fly, but I wonder if you kill a fly and put him on a little bitty fucking scale, what would he weigh? Because to me, that'd be what? Man, like 3 milligrams of dirt and germs? Anyway, back to the science. Flies walk on smooth surfaces using sticky soft pads that act like glue. This allows them to walk on vertical glass surfaces and upside down. See? That's how them little motherfuckers walk upside down and all that shit. They got sticky soft pads and act like glue. 'Cause man, I'll tell you what, if I could walk like that, I'd be a bad motherfucker. If you could walk like that, you would have a pretty good shot at being a good criminal, because if you could walk on roofs and ceilings and shit like that, yeah, that'd make things pretty fucking handy. But that's interesting. Hey, check it out. Let me give you the impact on the ecosystem and bring this thing home. On the positive, this is what flies do, which are good for us. Flies and other insects, such as burying beetles, are very important in consuming and eliminating dead bodies of animals. Flies are also essential in the conversion of feces and decaying vegetation to soil. Yeah. Flies serve as prey to many other animals. Some flies aid in pollination. And goddamn it, all them fucking bees dying, bumblebees and shit like that, and honeybees, we need some help in pollination. I don't know what's fucking happened to the bee and the bumblebee and all their fucking relatives. Them motherfuckers are getting insecticided out of business. So if we can get a fly to help pollinate some shit and help a brother out, I guess that is a good thing. On the negative side, because of their habits of being attracted to feces and decaying meat, flies have been implicated in transmission of diseases such as dysentery, typhoid fever, and cholera. Ah, that's right, you motherfuckers, you dirty, nasty pieces of shit. Now, if you were to collect these live insects, where to find them? Flies live around rotten food, decaying meat, and animal feces. Horse stables, feedlots, and restaurant trash bins are a few of the fly-frequented areas. Flies are more common in warm weather. See, flies are smart. They don't give a flying shit about cold weather. You want to turn the weather cold? Those motherfuckers going to haul ass and go to the warm weather. I can't say that I blame them. Motherfuckers got to be... Well, you know what? We ain't got a whole lot of flies in Southern California, and we got some badass weather. Maybe that's actually too cool for them. I'll tell you one thing. When we go down to the Broken Skull Ranch, we got flies by the ass load over there. Like I done told you guys on my blog on the BrokenSkullRanch.com. You go to the junkyard, and there's flies everywhere, just like it says here, the trash bin. And then you get in your truck, and then you drive off, and you got flies in the cab of your truck. And then, when you get down to the place where you're going, you relocated that flies, and it's like, are the flies homesick? Will they find their way home? Do they miss their loved ones? Are they lost? What will they do? Will they rebuild, start a new family? It's shit like this that's, makes me wonder more and more about this fly. Anyway, it tells you how to collect the flies, and I'm not going to go into how to collect flies because I don't think anybody listening to this show wants to collect a fly. I just soon fucking swat the motherfuckers. All right, as we continue on towards the historic first meeting of Steve Austin versus Mr. Fly, the match heard around the world that surely will set up one of the greatest rematches in the history of the Squared Circle, I got to take a minute to thank another of the sponsors who makes Unleashed possible each week, Boll and Branch. Boll and Branch is going to help all you Steve Austin fans get a good night's sleep. You think it's enough just to have a comfortable mattress? It's not. You need comfortable, soft bedding to ensure you make the most of your comfy mattress. And thanks to Boll and Branch, you can sleep on some serious, luxurious sheets for a fraction of the cost. Boll and Branch bedding and blankets are made from pure 100% organic cotton, which makes them really soft. And you buy everything directly from Boll and Branch, so you're basically paying wholesale prices. I seen the prices of luxury sheets. They can cost you up to $1,000 in the store. But with Boll & Branch, you can get luxury sheets delivered right to your front door for just a couple $100. And people love these sheets. Boll & Branch has thousands of 5-star reviews. Even 3 U.S. presidents sleep on Boll & Branch sheets. And here's the best part. You can try them for 30 nights. And if you don't love them, you can send them back for a refund. And to get you started, Boll & Branch has given you $50 off your first set of sheets when you order at bollandbranch.com and use the promo code Steve. That's bollandbranch.com and use the promo code Steve to get $50 off your first set of sheets and free shipping. So order now, bollandbranch.com, and use the promo code Steve.
Yeah, look at this. I just had a fly land on my fucking microphone. You little motherfucker, you got some nerve coming in here landing on my microphone while I'm trying to do the Steve Austin show. Boy, if I could talk to this motherfucker, I could ask him some fucking questions.
Well, why don't you go ahead and ask me questions, you son of a bitch?
Fly, is that you talking to me, or have I gone absolutely fucking crazy?
Yeah, it's me. And don't call me Fly, call me Mr. Fly, motherfucker.
You talking to me?
You're goddamn right I'm talking to you, you son of a bitch, and I said call me Mr. Fly. You got any questions, start asking me, because I'm getting a little bit tired of your attitude.
This is a motherfucker. Here I am on the Steve Austin show talking to a fly. Mr. Fly, do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Well, go ahead and fire off.
I guess I'm honored to be talking to you. I want to thank you for joining the Steve Austin show.
Yeah. Go ahead and ask some fucking questions. I ain't got all day, dipshit.
Mr. Fly, where do you come from? How long have you guys been here? Is it true that you only have a lifespan of, I don't know, what was it? Is it 40 days or whatever? Where did flies originate?
You are dumber than you look. We've been around forever. Your ancestors, the Cro-Mags and the Neanderthals, would hit us with clubs and try to kill us.
You mean flies and humans have been feuding before the Hatfields and McCoys?
The Hatfields and McCoys ain't got shit on us. We've been feuding with you guys from day one. You guys think you're so fucking tough. You started hitting us with clubs, and then you turned that into the fly swatter, designed to smush us, crush us, destroy us. We will never stop torturing you. We will never stop bothering you.
Goddamn, Mr. Fly, tough words. Tough words. I didn't know that we had pissed you off, so it got...
What do you mean? How would you feel if we walked around with clubs and beat the shit out of you?
Pretty good point, Mr. Fly. But let me ask you a question. You know, if you guys were back around during the Cro-Mag and the Neanderthal days and then, you know, things kept going, what about when God made it rain for 40 days and 40 nights? How'd you guys make it through that? Because seemingly the earth was covered with water and you guys didn't have any place to go. So what did you do?
You are familiar with Noah's Ark, right?
Well, yeah, I'm familiar with Noah's Ark.
Noah did not invite two flies to be on the ark.
He didn't. That's interesting.
No, what do you think? He's stupid? Do you think he wanted us eating all the animal shit?
So y'all were stowaways?
Yes, we were stowaways and we made it. And then we expanded. It wasn't just a house fly back then. It turned into fruit flies, horse flies, and many different kind of flies. And our goal is to bother you human beings as much as humanly possible. No pun intended.
That's very interesting, Mr. Fly. And you do seem like you have quite a bit of animosity built up towards the human race. And, you know, I could ask you a million questions, but, I mean, I got to go, and I'm going to go take a shower and get ready to go do Redneck Island and all that other stuff. I still can't believe that I've talked to a fly, but, you know, if you're around later, maybe we can, you know, chit-chat again. And shit, man, I might even have a couple shots of tequila later, man. It'd be quite something for you and me to have a drink together. I mean, do flies drink?
Well, of course we drink, dipshit. We get just as thirsty as you do. What are you, a fucking idiot?
Now, listen, Mr. Fly. I just asked you if you'd like to have a fucking shot of tequila with me, and you're starting to cuss me like a motherfucker. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of things that you're going to do, but one of them is cuss me like a motherfucker here in my own crib. I'll shoot your motherfucking ass right out of this motherfucking room. You know what I'm saying?
maybe I would like a shot of tequila, you stupid motherfucker.
Excuse me?
That's right, I called you a stupid motherfucker.
Now listen, Mr. Fly. I told you once, and right now I'm telling you for the last time, there ain't gonna be too many more motherfuckers in this place. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna come in here in my room that CMT's paying for and shit all over my tequila, my limes, and call me a motherfucker and get away with it. That's a goddamn thing that you ain't gonna do.
Well, you piece of shit. If you think you got some guts and you want to take on Mr. Fly, why don't we just step outside and fight?
You want to step outside with Steve Austin and fight toe-to-toe?
That's exactly what I said.
You know what? I got a better fucking idea. Why don't we do this motherfucker in a goddamn squared circle, Mr. Fly, you mealy-mouthed prick? Mr. Fly, I'm calling you out right now. You want a piece of me? Say yes or no.
Yes.
Do you want to fight?
Yes.
Do you want to wrestle inside the squared circle?
Yes.
Well, I'm picking the goddamn town. It's going to be Chicago. The building's going to be the Rosemount Horizon, the best building for wrestling in the United States of America.
Okay, I'll be there.
All right, this is Steve Austin signing off for now. When I pick up, it's going to be you and I and the Steve Austin Show Wrestling Federation, and we're going to have round fucking 2. Okay, round 2 of Steve Austin versus The Fly is coming up. But first, got to take care of one of the sponsors who made this match possible, DraftKings. DraftKings is the destination for 1 week fantasy football where you can win instant cash this weekend. And if you use my promo code UNLEASHED, you can play for free with your first deposit. 2 of my favorite 4-letter words, free and cash. Playing 1 week fantasy football means you ain't stuck with the same lineup week after week. And it means you ain't going to be trolling the waiver wire at 2 a.m. Sunday morning because you've already wasted too many weeks starting running back Todd Gurley and you need a replacement now. It also means you can have Matt Ryan or Tom Brady or even Drew Brees at quarterback any week you play. At DraftKings.com/unleashed, all you got to focus on is how you're going to spend all that cold, hard cash you're going to win. And this is a good weekend to give DraftKings.com/unleashed a try because they're hosting another huge fantasy contest with over $100,000 in total prizes up for grabs. So get to DraftKings.com now and choose your players for this weekend's contest. And if you use my promo code UNLEASHED, you can play for free with your first deposit. That's promo code UNLEASHED to play for free for your share of over $100,000 in total prizes this weekend. Only at DraftKings.com. Eligibility restrictions may apply. See website for details. And brother, here we are at Rosemount Horizon in Chicago, Illinois. The match no one thought would ever happen is happening right this very moment. Coming to the ring from Manzanillo, Mexico, weighing in at 1.5 milligrams, Mr. Fly. Mr. Fly has made it ringside. I wonder if we might get a few words with you. Mr. Fly, what kind of match are you looking for out of Mr. Steve Austin?
All I know is that when Steve Austin steps through those ropes, he stepped through those ropes for the last time. I am sick and tired of the human race picking on me and my kind. Steve Austin represents the worst of the human race in the worst way possible. All of the qualities that he embodies suck ass. He is a zero. He is a nobody. He has accomplished nothing, and he will never accomplish anything even after this match because I will destroy him. It is not only my goal to defeat him, but to crush him as a human being, as a man, and wash away any memory that any other human beings have of this stupid piece of trash. I will destroy Austin.
Strong words from Mr. Fly. Strong words indeed. And here comes our other combatant to the ring, Steve Austin. I wonder, Mr. Austin, before you step through those ropes, if we might have a word about your strategies to take to Mr. Fly. Well, let me tell you something. This little bitty motherfucker has pissed me off for the last time. I sat there, tried to mind my own fucking business, fucked around. They started bothering me in the lobby. Then I went to my room, and a fly landed on my microphone. I tried to interview the little motherfucker, and this son of a bitch starts talking shit to me. I ain't never caused a bunch of harm to these son of bitches. Have I killed my share of them? You damn right I have. But I ain't really got a big axe to grind about a fly. So the fact that this little motherfucker's so pissed off at me from back in the caveman days when motherfuckers are sorting them with fucking clubs is a whole goddamn another ball game. But you ain't gonna walk into my place. I offer you a goddamn shot of tequila, and you gonna shit all over me. So this motherfucker gonna get what he got coming to him, and that's all I got to say about that. And with both men in the ring, well, one man and a fly in the ring, the referee starts the match. And the Fly and Austin Pace in the ring. Austin, seemingly the stronger of the two, certainly. The Fly, much quicker, much more agile. How will this story unfold? And they lock up. Austin with a headlock. Fly pushes it to the ropes. Elbows, couple of elbows to the drum of Austin. Sends Austin in. Wham! Big tackle by Austin on the Fly. The Fly drops down. Austin hits the rope, crosses the ring. Arm drag. Hip tosses Austin. Oh! Follows it up with a drop kick. Austin out of the ring and on his ass. Oh my God! Look what the Fly has done to Austin. Austin confused, bamboozled, flabbergasted on the apron of the ring. He doesn't know what hit him. Austin clearly underestimated this Fly. Ties up the Fly, marches the Fly right back into the corner. Austin opening up again to whoop ass on this Fly's knuckles, feet flying everywhere. The Fly down in the corner. Austin stomping a mud hole in this Fly and walking it dry. Austin pulls the Fly up in the turnbuckle. Irish whips him across the ring to the other turnbuckle. Charges the Fly. Clothesline on the Fly. The Fly in pain, definitely in pain. Austin working the wing. The Fly comes up to his feet, pushes Austin to the ropes. Austin breaks the hold according to the referee's directions. Back to the center of the ring. Austin, the Fly, lock up. Austin with an arm drag on the Fly goes back to the wing hold. Austin's game plan clearly is to work this Fly's wing. Austin picks the Fly up and slams him to the ground. Austin going to the turnbuckle. The second turnbuckle drops a big elbow on the Fly's wing. This Fly may not make it past the 5-minute mark. Austin certainly in control and open up a can of whoop-ass on this Fly. Austin backs the Fly into the turnbuckle. The Fly sticks his head from underneath the ropes. Referee stops the attack of Austin, separating the two. The Fly comes out, spins the referee around. Oh, reverse mule kick to the jimmies of Austin. The Fly has cheated a low one. That one certainly down around Saskatoon, and Austin is down. Here comes the Fly, shakes off the wing. The wing has definitely been damaged by Austin. Fly starts to work the neck of Austin. Maybe this is a strategy to go to the weak link of Austin. He's working the neck. He's got him in a modified cravat. Austin trying to come out. Austin with a couple of elbows hits the ropes. Oh, big elbow by the Fly. And Austin goes down with a thud. The Fly jumps up to the top turnbuckle, jumps off on the back of the neck of Steve Austin. Austin writhing in pain. This Fly snapmares Austin. He grabs him in a rear chin lock, the dreaded rear chin lock that so many use as a rest hold, but the rest hold is not in play here. This is a working hold employed by the Fly, and he's got a surmountable amount of pressure on the neck of Austin. Austin trying everything that he can do to come out of this, comes to his feet. Clearly the crowd behind this young Steve Austin, this fiery young meat baby face from Victoria, Texas. And he gives a couple of elbows to the ribs of the Fly, a couple of more elbows to the ribs of the Fly, takes off, hits the ropes, ducks a clothesline of the Fly, ducks an elbow. Oh! The Fly has Austin in the iron claw. Austin in the claw, Fly in control.
Hear what we have here, folks. Austin is in trouble. This fly has Austin in the dreaded claw, made famous by Baron von Raschke and the Von Erich family from Texas. What's going on here, folks? What's going on? Austin bleeding from the temples. Somehow, some way, Austin has been busted open by this fly. Is it the pressure? What happened to Austin's head? The fly in control. Austin losing blood, losing consciousness. It looks like it could be all over for Austin. This crowd is going crazy. Referee moves in to check the arms of Austin. Picks up the arm. Austin drops the arm. He's on his feet, but he's dead on his feet. He's unresponsive. Referee picks up the arm. The arm falls again. He's going to pick up the arm for the third time. If the arm drops this time, it's all over, and the fly will win the match. Referee raises the arm. The arm falls. Oh, halfway down. Austin raises his arm up. He's down, but he's not out. Somehow, some way, this young man is drawing energy from the crowd. He starts shaking. He's on fire. It's Katie bar the door. This Donnybrook is about to turn into a Pier 6 brawl. Austin elbows, hits the goddamn ropes. Fly goes for a backdrop. Austin with a swinging net breaker. The fly is in trouble. Oh, Austin mounting the comeback. Puts the fly in the turnbuckle. Kicks and punches and kicks. This fly doesn't know where to shit or wind his watch. This is a rare move for Austin, putting the fly on the top turnbuckle. Superplex by Austin. Both combatants in the ring, dazed and confused. Austin in control. Austin goes for the cover. And 1, 2. Oh, what's happening? What has just happened, ladies and gentlemen? Someone has hit the ring. It's Superfly Jimmy Snuka with a coconut. Referee distracted. Somehow he got a thumb in the eye. Snuka, Superfly just blasted Austin in the head with the coconut. The Superfly, why is he helping out the fly? No one knew that they were related. Referee comes back around. Superfly to the dressing room, disappears. Austin on his back in the middle of the ring. The fly covers. The referee counts 1, 2, 3, and the fly wins. Somehow this dirty, low-down, stinking motherfucker has pulled off the win. Snuka from the dressing room, no one knew was in the building, comes out to help the fly. Austin lays there bleeding, laying in a pool of blood while the fly grabs a bottle of tequila from the crowd and starts drinking. No, he's not just drinking. He's going to add insult to injury and pour the tequila all over Steve Austin. Wow, talk about salt in the wounds and rubbing Austin's face in this. Clearly an embarrassing loss for Austin, and the fly flies off to the dressing room. Brother, what a match. Austin has lost the match to the fly. We're going to see what Austin has to say when he regains consciousness. All right, before we hear what I have to say about that unbelievable loss to Mr. Fly, let me tell you what's making it a little easier for me to do 2 podcasts for you free every week. MeUndies. And they ain't making it easier because they're a sponsor. They're making it easier because it's a lot more comfortable to sit in this chair down here at the Broken Skull Ranch wearing the most comfortable underwear on the planet and record this podcast for you. MeUndies sent me a box full of the camouflage design, and I bought in the whole dang box down to the ranch so I can wear them when I sit in the deer blinds. Now I ain't got to worry about any article of clothing scaring away the deer. And the MeUndies they sent to me are the ones made out of that Modal fabric. And I know you're saying to yourself, what the F is Modal, and why is Steve Austin talking about it? Modal is 3 times softer than cotton. Hello, that's why MeUndies are the most comfortable underwear you'll ever own. And for the price of about 2 cocktails, you could have MeUndies delivered right to your front door. And you can experience exactly what I'm experiencing. And did I mention that MeUndies offers free shipping in the U.S. and Canada? Well, I just did. And if these ain't the most comfortable, best-feeling underwear you've ever worn, MeUndies will refund your money and let you keep your first pair for free. But I'm telling you, you ain't going to return these. And that's why for a limited time, my listeners also get this great deal. 20% off your first order when you go to MeUndies.com/Steve Austin. Did you get that? MeUndies.com/Steve Austin. And get 20% off your first order and free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. One more time for the hearing impaired. MeUndies.com/Steve Austin. If you're in the market for a car, then you need to check out TrueCar.com and the TrueCar app. TrueCar makes car buying easy, no matter if you're looking for a brand new or a used vehicle. There are over 500,000 pre-owned vehicles available from TrueCar certified dealers nationwide. And there are over 11,000 TrueCar certified dealers. And TrueCar lets you get upfront pricing information on new and used vehicles and lets you see what other people paid for the car you want so that you feel confident you're getting a fair price. With TrueCar and the TrueCar pricing curve, you see what other people paid for the car and you lock in your guaranteed savings. Then you can connect with a local certified dealer of your choosing, take them your TrueCar Guaranteed Savings Certificate, and make your car buying experience quick and easy. Once you register at TrueCar, you'll also be able to access all of the local TrueCar certified dealers' available incentives before you arrive at that dealership. Over 2 million cars have been sold to TrueCar users by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network, and TrueCar users save an average of over $3,000 off MSRP. So when you're ready to buy a new or used car, visit TrueCar.com or download the TrueCar app to enjoy a better car buying experience. Some features not available in all states.
And Steve Austin has regained his consciousness. I don't know if he's regained his composure. I will attempt to talk to this young man. Steve, what happened out there tonight? Well, let me tell you what happened. I mean, the Fly came out there, and I had him right where I wanted him, and the sumbitch was a lot tougher than I give him credit for. I'll give him that. But then, right when I got him right where I want him, here comes the Superfly right out of the goddamn dressing room. And Superfly, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here or why you tied in with this goddamn Fly. Is it because it's Fly and you're the Superfly and maybe you guys related some kind of you ain't no damn blood related. I mean, goddamn, I don't know what the fucking deal is. Why you would allow him to fly, I got no idea. But let me tell you something, brother. If you're going to fuck with Steve Austin, you got another thing coming. I'll deal with the Superfly at another date. As far as the Fly goes, I want another motherfucking match. If you got a hair on your ass, and do Flies have asses? Yeah, they got that ovipositor. If you got a hair on your ass, you'll accept a challenge for a rematch, motherfucker. I'm going to catch you down the road.
All right, everybody, give me the go home cue. It's time to wrap up this podcast and ride off into the sunset. But before I do, a few words from Mr. Fly and Superfly. Hey, you sorry motherfuckers. I asked you for a rematch. I want to know if you're going to accept my challenge or not. You got WrestleMania 33 coming up. It's going to be one of the biggest events in the history of professional wrestling. Yeah, that's right, because we don't do sports entertainment over here at the Broken Skull Ranch. Listen, motherfucker, last time you had to cheat to win. You made it personal. You brought in the Superfly. You brought in family. Well, motherfucker, this time I'm bringing family. I'm going to make it 2-on-2. It's going to be Mr. Fly and the Superfly versus Steve Austin and Ted Fowler 361. Hey, put that in your think tank, motherfucker. Think about it real good and get back to me. If you want to settle a score one more time, settle it for good, you know how to find me, goddammit. Hey, ain't gonna give you guys no video to watch this time. There's plenty of football on Thanksgiving. But a couple of plugs. ProWrestlingTees.com/Steve Austin has a bunch of new T-shirts, all the ones that I wore. Filming a new season of Broken Skull Challenge every single Sunday night, 10/9 Central on CMT. And, hey, one more thing. I want to give a big shout-out to everybody over in the UK and Dublin, Ireland, all those countries over there that finally got Season 1 of the Broken Skull Challenge. I've been getting so much response on my Twitter account, Steve Austin BSR. I sure appreciate you guys supporting the show, listening to the podcast, and I'm really appreciating the feedback you got for the damn show that we finally got over there for you guys, and appreciate you guys watching it. But anyway, the new season of the most badass TV show is on air right now. It's As I stated, we got another new episode this Sunday night at 10/9 Central on CMT. And the best damn IPA on the planet is Broken Skull IPA at El Segundo Brewing Company. You can also get it at Whole Foods and Total Wines if you live in California. And if you don't, check InsideTheCellar.com and see if they ship to your state. And I appreciate you guys supporting the sponsors of the Steve Austin Podcast. They're the ones who let me do this for you free twice a week. So big thanks to DDPYoga.com. Go to DDPYoga.com/Austin to get 15% off the DDP Yoga program and 3 months of full access to the DDP Yoga Now app. To DraftKings. Go to DraftKings.com and use the promo code UNLEASHED to play for free with your first deposit this weekend. To MeUndies. Go to MeUndies.com/Steve Austin to get 20% off your first purchase. To Bowl and Branch. Go to BowlandBranch.com and get $50 off a set of sheets when you use my promo code Steve. And, of course, to Amazon, who have been supporting the podcast since day one. Amazon is the best place to get the Broken Skull cold steel knife, just $75 for those badass pocket knife on the planet. I lost mine out here at the Broken Skull Ranch the other day filling feeders, and I just found it. I'm a lucky motherfucker. And if you order the Broken Skull cold steel knife through my Amazon links, Amazon will kick back a couple of bucks to the podcast. It won't cost you nothing extra. Ain't no hidden fees or charges. You can buy whatever you plan on buying and help out the podcast in the process. And you can find my Amazon links by going to podcast1.com, clicking on the Killer Deals button in the top right corner of the page, and then hitting the Steve Austin Show button. I got Amazon links for Amazon USA, Amazon UK, and Amazon Canada. So again, just go to podcast1.com, click the Killer Deals button in the top right corner, then click on the Steve Austin Show. Bookmark it so you can find it easier. Hey, keep listening. The 60-second AP News headlines are coming up next. Until then, my name is Steve Austin, and I will catch your ass down the road.
Download new episodes of Steve Austin Unleashed every Thursday at podcastone.com. That's podcastone.com.
Stay tuned for the latest AP News headlines from Podcast One right after this.
You know what? You are unique. You don't walk like everyone else. You don't talk like everyone else for sure. And you certainly don't sleep like everyone else. So why is your mattress one size fits all? Oh, wait. Money, right? Because a truly customized mattress will cost you $5,000 to $10,000? Well, not anymore. Thanks to Helix Sleep. You see, Helix can do a custom mattress just for you. Go to helixsleep.com, you answer a few simple questions, then they run a 3D biomechanical model of your body through this proprietary algorithm that they developed with the help with the world's leading ergonomics and biomechanics experts. Those are sleep scientists, by the way. The result? Well, you'll see if you do it. You get the most comfortable mattress you've ever slept on. Helix customers report a 30% improvement in overall sleep quality. And for couples, they customize each side of the mattress. So you get your comfy sleep, and they get their comfy sleep. Your mattress arrives at your front door in just about a week, and shipping is completely free. That's why everyone from GQ Magazine to Forbes are all talking about Helix Sleep. And if you don't like it, you can send it back because they give you 100 nights to try it out. They'll pick it up for free at your front door and give you a full refund, no questions asked. Oh, and check this. If you go to helixsleep.com/podcast, you'll get $50 off your first order. That's helixsleep.com/podcast. helixsleep.com/podcast. Save $50 and sleep like a baby.
AP Update. I'm Rita Foley. President-elect Donald Trump is tweeting that he's leaving his business empire to focus on being the nation's 45th president, bowing to pressure to avoid potential conflicts of interest between governing and profiting in the private sector. Trump tweeted this morning, "I will be leaving my great business in total in order to fully focus on running the country, in order to make America great again. While I am not mandated to do this under the law," he tweets, "I feel it is visually important as president to in no way have a conflict of interest with my various businesses." He said legal documents are being crafted which take him completely out of business operations. He adds that the presidency is a far more important task. The tweets this morning from President-elect Donald Trump. AP Update, I'm Rita Foley.